Happy Monday, everyone. So, today we're still talking about cause and effect, and I just wanted to review these paragraphs with you. This is the work you did from Friday, and today I'm going to go over it with you. So, first, let's review what cause and effect is. So, remember, the cause happens first, the effect happens next. The cause also answers the question of why something happens, or it could be why something happened, right? And the effect answers the question, what happened? What happened, or what is going to happen? And this one could also be why something happened, like in the past tense. Okay, so on Friday we did number 1 together, and we said that through this paragraph, in reading through it, the effect, so what happened, I'm going to use orange, so we said what happened is she could buy her mom a purse she saw at the mall. So the effect, remember, is Caroline can buy a special gift for her mom's birthday. And the cause, so why is she able to buy that gift for her mom, is she had been shoveling snow for her neighbors all winter. So, Caroline earned money by shoveling snow. Alright, so let's look at number 2, and you did numbers 2 through 6 on your own, so I'm just going to review them with you and talk through them with you. Okay, number 2 says, I can't believe I am grounded, Troy muttered as he flopped onto his bed. It's not fair. He grabbed a magazine to read, but couldn't concentrate. He kept thinking about what had happened that morning on the bus. His best friend Andy had asked to see his math homework. Andy was the one who copied from my paper. He is the one who should be grounded, not me. I bet Andy isn't even in trouble. How was I supposed to know that he was copying my homework? Immediately, Troy's anger turned to shame. Well, I suppose maybe I did know that he was copying my homework. I'm not going to make this mistake again. So, the effect, so what happened in this story is Troy's grounded. He says, I can't believe I'm grounded. So, the effect is Troy is grounded. And why did Troy get grounded? Well, Andy copied his homework. So, which caused Troy to get grounded. Andy copied Troy's math homework. Alright. Number 3. Be careful when you get out of the van, McKenna's mom warned her. The sidewalk might be icy since it snowed last night. McKenna stepped onto the sidewalk in front of the school. It seemed fine. She looked up and spotted her best friend ahead of her. "Bailey, wait for me," she called. Bailey stopped and turned around. McKenna started to run. Suddenly, she slipped and started to fall backwards. The right side of her body hit the ground hard. "Are you okay?" Bailey asked. "I don't know," McKenna groaned. "That really hurt." So, what happened in the story? What is the effect? What happened? Well, we can see that McKenna fell on the sidewalk. So she slipped and started to fall backwards. So fell on the sidewalk. But what caused her to fall on the sidewalk? The sidewalk might be icy. So the cause, the sidewalk was icy. And for this one, you could have had another answer. I'll highlight that with pink and write it in green. Okay, so you could have had McKenna fell on the sidewalk, and because the sidewalk was icy, we could have also seen that the effect or what happened was the sidewalk might be icy. So the sidewalk was icy. And what caused that sidewalk to be icy? Why was it icy? It snowed last night. So it snowed last night. Okay? So that one you could have had either one of those because the effect could have been the sidewalk was icy because of the snow, or that McKenna fell because the sidewalk was icy. Alright, so let's look at these. 4 through 6 are more nonfiction, but we can still have cause and effect in a nonfiction passage or nonfiction story. So, number 4. Have you ever wondered why you get goosebumps when you are cold? It is actually your body's natural way of conserving heat. When you begin to feel cold, tiny muscles attached to your hair follicles contract. This muscle contraction causes your hair to stand up on your and your skin to bunch into small bumps around each muscle. When the hairs stand up, your body is able to prevent heat loss from your body. So, what is the effect? So, what's happening here? So, we see what's happening is tiny muscles attached to your hair follicles contract. So, tiny muscles around your hair follicles contract. That means they come together. And hair raises. And those are called goosebumps. Alright, so what causes this to happen? So why do your hair follicles contract? Because you begin to feel cold. So your body becomes cold. Alright, let's look at number 5. A microwave is an appliance found in most kitchens today. In fact, many people would find it difficult to cook without this modern convenience. Most people are unaware that the microwave was an accidental invention. During World War II, magnetrons were used for radar systems. After the war, the magnetrons were no longer needed. Engineers were looking for another use for the magnetron. One of these engineers, Percy Walker, was standing next to a magnetron one day in 1945 when he realized that the chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. He immediately connected that the magnetron must have melted the chocolate. He verified his hypothesis by using the magnetron to pop popcorn. By 1947, the first microwave had been constructed. So what happened in this sentence? What took place? What happened? So Percy Walker's chocolate bar in his pocket melted. So the chocolate bar melted. But what caused this chocolate bar to melt? Well, Percy Walker was standing next to a magnetron. So Percy Walker stood next to a magnetron while a chocolate bar was in his pocket. And number 6. The Amazon rainforest is the largest rainforest in the world. It is nearly the size of Australia, covering 2 million square miles. It is home to countless animal species, and new species are being discovered each year. The rainforest consists of 4 layers. The top layer is the emergent layer, where the tallest trees grow and sunlight is plentiful. The next layer is the canopy, consisting of mainly leaves and branches. The canopy forms the roof of the rainforest. Most of the rainforest plants and animals live in this layer. The third layer is the understory. Many animals live here, but few plants survive in this layer. The bottom layer of the rainforest is the forest floor. It is extremely dark because most of the sunlight is absorbed in the treetops high above. Alright, so what happens in this passage? What's taking place? What's going on? So we can see that what's happening is this bottom layer of the rainforest floor is extremely dark. So the rainforest floor is very dark. But what causes the rainforest floor to be very dark? Why is it very dark? Well, we can see that it says most of the sunlight is absorbed in the treetops high above. But what layer was that absorbs most of the sunlight? So going back, the canopy layer. So, alright, so sunlight is absorbed in the canopy layer. Canopy layer. Alright. So that was just a quick review of what we did on Friday. I wanted to kind of go over it with you all. I wanted you to try it and then for us to go over it. So even for fiction and for nonfiction, we can have cause and effects. Okay, so make sure you listen to the read aloud of 2 ways to count to 10, and then you have some task cards to complete today. Have a great day.